What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? Harrison Graham here. On today's show, we're going to have some takeaways from yours truly after today's training camp practice, plus a bit of a surprising news item that we'll discuss later on in the show. Let's jump on in here, though. I think something that really was evident today is that the wide receivers stood out, especially in today's practice. Just a bunch of different tweets from a bunch of different reporters and accounts who have boots on the ground at St. Joseph. Justin Ross had a one-handed catch. That video has circulated on Twitter. Matt McMullen with this one saying Marquez Valdes-Scantling just made a nice catch near the sideline in 11-on-11s. Great throw by Mahomes on the boundary. Nick Jacobs talking about Sky Moore having a fantastic grab, extending his arms on the deep post. A really impressive grab by him with a good ball from Mahomes. McMullen again saying Justin Watson had a nice diving catch there in 11-on-11s, calling it a great play. And then something that's been a theme throughout training camp, this one from Nate Taylor, he says, got to say at this point, Rashee Rice looks the part. Every single day on my Twitter feed, I'm just seeing him making contested catches. Like Rashee Rice in particular, but a lot of these receivers standing out and making plays. But Rice looks like a guy who's going to be ready to play early and often. And, you know, with Kadarius Toney on the shelf right now, just having that knee surgery, it's good to see the other receivers step up. That's what needs to happen. It's championship teams, next man up mentality. You can't just be like, well, we'll just wait till Kadarius gets back. Rashee Rice is stepping up. You're seeing Sky Moore look like a player who's taken the next step. So I'm excited to see these young receivers make some plays. MVS can be a bit of a stabilizer as a veteran. So even though you don't have that top flight guy necessarily right now, you still have a volume of players who can make plays for the quarterback. Who is your favorite Chiefs wide receiver right now? Let me know down in the comment section below who your favorite Chiefs receiver is at this moment. Little Isiah Pacheco update here. He appears to be getting closer to being 100%. They've kind of slowly been ramping him up since the start of training camp. Pacheco did some 7-on-7 drills for the first time. Still hasn't been doing 11s, but up to this point, he'd kind of just been doing stuff to the side, individual drills. Now he's working in the 7-on-7s. And as the pads go on and, preseason games approach, appears to me that he could be in line for playing very soon. Pacheco, of course, earned that starting role midway through the season last year and didn't look back by averaging almost 5 yards per carry, 830 yards, also had 5 touchdowns. So good to see him slowly but surely work his way back to getting more and more reps and, retaking that starting job, if you will, because I think once he's healthy, once he's ready to go, he will be this team's starting running back with Jarrett McKinnon as reliable RB2 and then CEH as RB3. Now, Clyde Edwards-Helaire has been getting some RB1 reps. He's been getting in there. Deneric Prince has been getting some opportunities as well. Jarrett McKinnon's been working his way in also. So reps are going around, which I think is positive. But I think once Pacheco's full go, he will definitely be this team's starter. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Chiefs videos, updates from training camp. Hit that sub button. Turn on your notifications. We will keep you guys in the loop with the latest Chiefs news and rumors throughout training camp, preseason game coverage. We're going to do it all, so don't miss out here on the Chiefs Report. Patrick Mahomes is him. He's always been him. He's always going to be him. He's showing why he is him during training camp. I mean, the dude is just so good. I mean, you just watch a couple clips on Twitter, and you're just like, yep, that's a perfect throw, and I don't know if anybody else is making that throw. Like, he somehow looks better every year. Like, you're just like, how much better can the guy get? But then you really think about it again, you're like, he's only 27, 28 or whatever. Like, he shouldn't be at peak performance at this point in his development. But it's just really something to see. And the fact that all these receivers are making plays, I think it's a testament to Mahomes to earn their trust and for them to earn his trust. So it's exciting to see, man. I mean, when you have a quarterback like this, it really makes a lot of the nerves go away because he can just make it go. Like, he can make it work with whatever you have. Obviously, you want your best players available, but the start to this guy's career has been unreal. It looks like he's ready for another step. I mean, the rapport him and Rashee Rice have built, I mean, they worked out some together in the offseason even before the Chiefs drafted him. There's a reason they drafted him. Mahomes wanted him, and you could see why. Like, they're on the same page. So that's very exciting. Maybe, who knows, maybe Rashee Rice is this team's number one wide receiver at some point in the future. So I love having this guy in Kansas City. He's everything you want in a franchise quarterback, and he's somehow still improving. Show Patrick Mahomes some love. Type 15 in the comments for QB1. That, of course, is his jersey number. Show him some love and show some love and rep him as well. Get yourself a Patrick Mahomes 15 jersey right now. 30% off chatsports.com/Mahomes. Pick one up today and get yourself a nice jersey for the 2023 season. Jody Fortson, a player who I highlighted as someone I'm keeping an eye on during camp. Up and down day, it sounds like. Nate Taylor tweeted early on in practice saying so far it's not been a great day for Jody Fortson. But I think something Mahomes is really good about is he'll go back to a player even after a mistake is made. He had a drop early on. There was a miscommunication on a route on another play. But then, as Matt McMullen tweets here, in a 7-on-7 drill, deep completion down the sideline. And that's kind of where he can be a difference maker. Former receiver, converted tight end. He's got that big body, and he should be able to just kind of play post-up basketball on some of these smaller corners and go up and get the football. That's why I've been intrigued with him. We've seen flashes of him in the past, both in the preseason and a little bit in regular seasons, as a big-time red zone threat. But in some ways, it feels like a make-or-break year for him. Like, is he going to figure it all out? Now, injuries have stunted his growth in the past couple of years, but the potential is there. We've seen it. He can be a big-time weapon. It's just, how does he stand out? Well, you got to make plays, and you got to make them consistently. So certainly going to hope for the best moving forward with him. Up and down today. Hopefully he can have a strong next practice. Speaking of which, that next practice will not be tomorrow. It'll be Friday, and that's when the pads go on. Pads going on for the Chiefs this Friday. Creed Humphrey was joking earlier today that Trey Smith is more fired up than anybody, the Chiefs right guard, to throw the pads on. So it should be a sharp practice. That first padded practice is always a good one because everybody's kind of amped up, ready to go. Then after a few padded practices, guys are like, I don't want to get too worn out for the season. So Friday should be a good one. So that's very, very exciting. Bit of surprising news here. Report that John Ross is retired. Chiefs placed him on the retired list. So he's done. They brought him in the offseason, and of course his claim to fame was running a 4.22 in the 40-yard dash in the 2017 Combine. Another claim to fame is he was picked one pick before, guess who? Patrick Mahomes in that 2017 NFL Draft. Turns out you need more than speed to succeed at this level. It's just interesting because there were some reports in OTAs and minicamp that John Ross actually looked pretty good and could be a sneaky threat to make the roster. This tells me maybe he didn't love his chances and he's just moving on. So wish him the best, but he is done, at least at this point in time. That's good news for a guy like Justin Ross who's fighting for a roster spot, but John Ross is no Ross as he is decided to move on at this point. All right, guys, that's it for today. We'll see what the video is tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some early camp winners and losers with no practice. We'll see if some good news and rumors drop. We'll, of course, cover that as well before they're back on the practice field on Friday. My name is Harrison Graham. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys soon.